Time stops when we're alone. You got my love, don't let it go. Feels like we're paper thin, one step away from caving in. When you're out where all the wild roams, and you're looking for a way back home, I'll be the light that only you can see. Figure it out, I'll be here when all gets lost. We can count on hope when there's rivers to cross, and I know our lives will always change, but our hearts forever stay the same. I'll be here when things go south. We can take our time just to figure it out.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. Either way, I hope that you are ready for some major cleaning motivation because today's video has a little bit of everything in it. It's a multiple day clean with me, which means that I filmed a lot of cleaning for you guys over the course of 3 days to bring you the ultimate cleaning motivation video. If you enjoy it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. That really helps out my channel. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. As you can see, I'm starting off here in my kitchen. I don't know what it is about the kitchen, but you guys probably noticed that I start in my kitchen a lot in my videos. There's just something about it. When I get it all cleaned up, it gives me the motivation to keep going throughout the rest of my house. So I really like to start in here. What I'm doing first is clearing off all the countertops, putting everything back where it goes, and then we're going to move on to the dishes. But I just want to say that it's been a little over 2.5 weeks since I last posted here on my channel, and I feel like I have so much to catch you guys up on. We've really had a lot going on, especially with the 2 boys, so I will make sure to update you on everything with them in just a bit. But I'm really glad you're here. It feels good to be back, and I hope that you guys really enjoy this video today.
On hope and there's rivers to cross, and I know our lives will always change, but our hearts forever stay the same. I'll be here when things go south. We can take our time just to figure it out. Time stops when we're alone. You got my love, don't let it go.
Heart rush, head flush. It's like jumping into the lake at night.
Now that I have all of the clean dishes unloaded from the dishwasher, I'm going to go ahead and load up all of the dirty ones that are in the sink. But just to fill you guys in on the first little update, like I said, I've been a little MIA on YouTube for the past couple of weeks. So right when I posted my last video, we had just gotten back from the beach. We were actually gone for a week for Mason's Baseball World Series tournament, and that was such a great trip. We had a really great time, and as soon as we got home from that trip, summer basketball started for Mason, which is my oldest. He's 10 if you guys are new here. And the game was going great. He was playing well. They were winning big time. And then literally the last second of the game, he was running really hard and he jumped up to try to block a little boy's shot, and he fell down on his wrist. And right as he fell down, some kids like tripped up and another little boy fell on top of him, and it was a pretty hard fall. So he immediately started crying, which was very unlike him, and we ended up having to take him to the urgent care right after the game to get his arm x-rayed, and his wrist was broken. So he got one game in of Summer League basketball and he is out for the season. So he has been in a cast for a couple of weeks now, and it's going well. Thankfully, he was able to get this new type of waterproof cast. It's very new, or at least very new around here. His doctor's office said he's only the second kid in our town to ever try it. So it's really great because he can swim and shower still and not have to worry about that. We're just kind of hoping that it heals well because it is still like very new, but hopefully everything's going well with that. We go back in a couple of weeks, or I guess 1 week, to get a checkup and see how it's healing and kind of decide when he'll be able to get the cast off and all that good stuff. I actually filmed a little clip of him showing y'all his cast later in the video, so you'll get to see that soon. It's really pretty cool. I've never seen anything like it. But yeah, so we had that happen, which was such a shocker. I'm glad that he was able to finish up baseball season before it happened, but also really sad that it happened right at the beginning of basketball because he loves basketball so much and had really developed a lot. So I was excited to get to watch him play this season, but that's okay. We're just taking some time off whether we wanted to or not and enjoying the last little bit of summer, and hopefully he'll be back ready to go for fall baseball and winter basketball very soon. Unfortunately, we've had our fair share of broken bones with the boys. Mason actually broke this same wrist when he was 5 years old. He was playing at the ballpark after a baseball game and he like tripped and landed on the curb, and he just caught himself just right to get a fracture of the same wrist. And then last year, you guys might remember, Gaines fell off of the trampoline and broke both bones in his left arm. So he was in a long arm cast all last summer, and it was not waterproof or anything. So I will say the waterproof cast is such a game changer, but that is one little update of what's been going on in our life recently. But I'm just glad and thankful that it wasn't worse and that he didn't need any surgery or anything like that.
I will keep on finding you. Take me back to the nights we felt alive, picking up the pieces on a summer night. I didn't know that I would feel just like my heart's on fire whenever I'm with you. Cause we go back in time to thrills I miss and all the things I wish we did. All I know is that I need somebody like you. Cause I can't waste another night sitting here alone, hoping for your voice on the telephone. I know it's a supercut as you walk away, playing in my mind all the things I never. Close my eyes and the sky's on fire. I can't waste another night sitting here alone. We can do it all again and I'll never let you go.
You show everybody your new cast. I haven't posted a video since here so you can see yourself since you broke your arm. Now it's time to wipe down all of the countertops, and today I'm using my Jaws kitchen cleaner. I really love their granite cleaner. It's my absolute favorite, but I'm out and need to place a new order, so this kitchen cleaner does a really good job as well.
Sunrise back when all I ever needed was by my side. You're a star brighter than Venus, I'm your satellite whenever I'm with you. Cause we go back in time to thrills I miss and all the things I wish we did. All I know is that I need somebody like you. Cause I can't waste another night sitting here alone, hoping for your voice on the telephone. I know it's a supercut as you walk away, playing in my mind all the things I never. Close my eyes and the sky's on fire. I can't waste another night sitting here alone. We can do it all again and I'll never let you go.
I have so many videos planned coming up soon to share with you guys, and I cannot wait. The next video that you should be seeing from me is my closet clean, declutter, and organize. You guys have requested this video more times than I could tell you throughout the past almost 2 years since we moved in this house, and I have never filmed in my closet. I've never shared it. I've honestly never done anything with it since we moved in, so I'm very excited to share that video with you guys soon. It should be up next week. And then also I have a entire rec room makeover video. that I'm so beyond excited about. And I'm also going to be doing a laundry room refresh where I'm giving our laundry room a little bit of a makeover and deep clean and organize and all that good stuff. So you guys definitely make sure to subscribe to my channel because I have a lot of really good content coming your way.
Try, please.
You gotta tell them what kind.
No, it's orange. It's creamy. It's
Orange and cream.
orange and cream, whatever it's called. Canon zoom lens, 4.2 times 15. That is 60.
Patterns like the others. Meditation through the yoga lessons. Going greener by the minute. Soon I can't wear any other.
Okay, y'all, so now we're taking a little break from the house cleaning to move on to some car cleaning. And as you can see here, my car was absolutely disgusting. It was bad before we went on our vacation, but whenever we got back, it was seriously full of food and baseball dirt and sand. Gaines' car seat was literally covered in ice cream. It was just all on a whole nother level. So we're gonna tackle some of this today. My brother-in-law, my sister's husband, actually owns a car detailing business, and I had been talking back and forth with him about when he could possibly work me in for a really good detail because it needed it. But until I heard back from him, I wanted to just make it a little bit more, just a little bit cleaner because it was really bad and I couldn't take it any longer. So the first thing that I'm going to do is pull out Gaines' car seat and we're going to clean this. I'm going to take the cover off of it and just toss it straight in the washing machine, and then we're going to work on cleaning the base. He needed a new car seat. We've been wanting to move him to a like big boy booster seat, you know, that like a high back booster that you can use the seat belt with, but I still needed to get this cleaned up regardless. So that's what we're going to do now. I'm tossing this in the wash, and then we're going to get the vacuum and the steam cleaner to clean the base of the car seat. I have a really bad habit whenever I go through like a drive-through or somewhere that they give me change. I always put it in the little side pocket of my door, and evidently Gaines had gotten a hold of some of that because there was so much change in his car seat, and there were also enough crumbs to make a meal, y'all. I know I probably should not let them eat in the car as much as I do, but it's just really hard not to. We are always so busy and on the go, and especially during the school year, sometimes I pick them up from school and I'm like, okay, hurry and scarf this down because I have to get you straight to practice or to your lesson or whatever. So it just is what it is right now. But just a little update on Gaines. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably already seen all of this, but if not, just to update you guys, he has been scheduled since January to have a few procedures done, and unfortunately they kept getting pushed out because he couldn't stay well long enough to get put to sleep. He had like a really bad cough and an upper respiratory infection and ended up having to take steroids, so they kept having to push out his surgeries, but he finally had them a couple of weeks ago, and it was a lot, y'all. He had a lot of dental work done. So if you didn't know this about Gaines, he was born with a microform cleft lip. So he has had his share of surgeries, y'all. He had a full cleft lip repair and a mini rhinoplasty whenever he was 3.5 months old. And he has been sedated to set his broken arm last summer, and then he's also had 5 sets of tubes put in his ears. So he's been sedated for all of those, so he is no stranger to being put to sleep in surgery, unfortunately. But this time he was put to sleep for some dental work because apparently cleft children are more prone to just having bad teeth or cavities and things like that in general, and we try to take really good care of Gaines' teeth. We brush and floss regularly, but he had quite a bit of cavities that needed to be filled in between all of his teeth. So he had a lot of fillings done. He had 3 root canals, and he was also born with an extra baby tooth and a same extra adult tooth, like in the same exact spot. So he had the cavities filled, 3 root canals, and both of the extra teeth pulled. So he was in pretty bad shape with his little mouth. It was stitched up and everything. And then he also had 2 cysts removed. And then he was supposed to have his tubes just taken out of his ears and like all of the earwax taken out or removed. But unfortunately, when they got in there and removed the tubes, they found that he had 2 really big holes in his eardrums. So they ended up having to patch those as well. So he went through quite a bit, y'all, in one day. He was in surgery for 3 hours and then recovery for about an hour. And it was hard, but y'all, he handled it like a champ. He is so strong. He's the toughest kid I know, and it really hasn't slowed him down a bit. And so for that, we are so thankful. He's doing really well, and we are just praying that the patches help shrink the holes, because if not, they said he will have to have a pretty big procedure to have his eardrums repaired. So y'all just keep both of the boys in your prayers. Pray that Mason's arm heals well and he's able to get out of that cast soon. And please pray for Gaines' little ears, because he's been through a lot, y'all, and we are just praying that he doesn't have to have any more surgeries anytime soon.
My time that I waste my time. I don't wanna tell you, I know if you care. Repeating my mind, rolling around, stuck in your bed. Burning temptation, I just cannot hide it. Late at night when I'm all alone, try not to think about it. Invade my thoughts with your honeycomb. Try not to think about it, but baby I do.
Next, I started vacuuming my car, and I was just using my cordless Dyson vacuum. And let me tell you, this vacuum is incredible for in your house, and it's even good for like getting a few crumbs up here and there in your car. But when your car gets as bad as mine was, it just was not doing the job. I was doing the best I could, but I told Johnny, I was like, this is gonna have to be good enough until my brother-in-law can detail it for me. And thankfully, he ended up getting to me like this afternoon as I was cleaning my car up and told me that he could work me in for the next day, which ended up being a lifesaver, because while I was vacuuming, the bottom fell out, y'all, like out of nowhere, and it started flooding. So this was all of the car motivation that I could get in for one day. But to be honest, I was drenched in sweat. This was so much more work than it looks like, and he did a much, much better job the next day, and my car was so clean. So at least I made it a little bit easier for them, because I kind of would have been a little bit embarrassed for them to see how bad it was. But I mean, then again, I showed all of you guys, so what does it really matter? It's now day 2 of cleaning, and we're starting off here in the kitchen. I'm just clearing off all of the junk that we had thrown all over the kitchen table, and then I'm gonna give it a good wipe down. I did want to mention, if you guys noticed, I got a new rug in here. So I've never had a rug under the table before, but I found this one on Amazon, and the quality is incredible for the price. It looks just like some rugs that I've had my eye on for a really long time that are thousands of dollars, and this definitely was not. So I will have it linked below for you guys if you're interested. Like I said, the quality is incredible, and it comes in a lot of different colors too.
Wide awake is the way that you left me, side by side in your car in the backseat. Wide awake is the way that you left me, oh.
Something I've had on my to-do list for longer than I would like to admit is cleaning my stovetop. And it's not even that I haven't had enough time to do it, y'all. I just absolutely dread doing it. I've said this 1,000 times if you guys have watched my videos for a while, but in our old house, we had a electric cooktop, and that thing was so easy to clean. I absolutely loved it. But when we moved in this house, Johnny really wanted a gas stove, and so that's what we got. But these grates are so hard to keep clean, and I always dread scrubbing them. So I found a new way to test out, and I'm so happy to say that it worked great. You just put your grates and then these little pieces as well in the dishwasher, and I turned it on like the high temperature sanitized setting with just a regular dishwasher tablet, and y'all, it got them so clean. Now you could definitely scrub them prior to this and it would make them look even better because they wasn't perfect, but they were so much cleaner than before. So this is definitely my new go-to way to clean these stove grates because it saves you a lot of scrubbing time. First, I'm giving it a quick spray down with the Jaws kitchen cleaner. This cleaner is also a degreaser, so it works really well. You'll see me use it in a bit on our appliances too. I love using it for that. But after I wiped it down with this, there was still some things like stuck on there. So then I'm going to go in with my Scrub Daddy scour pad and a little bit of dish soap, and it took everything right off. Once I finished scrubbing everything, we actually went to Mason's basketball game. Even though he can't play, we've still been taking him and letting him like cheer his team on. So this is later whenever we got back. They had finished running in the dishwasher, and y'all let me know below. I might totally be making this up in my mind, but I feel like somewhere at some point I read that you're supposed to grease your stove grates. I have no idea if this is true or not, but I just sprayed some like cooking spray on them and it made them look nicer anyway. So that's what I'm doing here. I even did it to the little pieces that go on top of the burners, but it turned out great, y'all. The dishwasher really did a good job of getting them clean. It's now day 3, which means we are on the last day of this video, and I'm starting this day off by making our bed. One, because it just makes the room feel so much more put together whenever your bed is made, but also Johnny is really big on the bed being made. He wants it to be made before he gets into bed at night. It just makes him feel better, and so I try to do it for him as well. But y'all, this video was filmed across 3 days, and I hope that that's okay with y'all. I feel like that's just the way that I have to film sometimes these days. We are so busy, and it's really hard to find like an entire full day that we have nothing going on that we can dedicate to cleaning. And that's just the way it is sometimes, I feel like, with kids too. Like, you know, I have to take breaks during filming to cook for them and to help them with things and to play with them and take them places. And sometimes I just don't want to be cleaning the entire day when my kids are here with me. So that's why I decided to film this just as I could. I did a little bit here and there, and I hope that it motivates you guys to do the same, because I know a lot of you guys are busy too, and a lot of you guys have kids and work. So just do a little bit at a time as you can, and don't feel guilty about it at all, because we're all in this together and time flies, and one day we will miss these moments with our little kids. So definitely make sure to take advantage of them while you have them. Now I'm in the kitchen, and I'm using that Jaws kitchen cleaner to wipe down the appliances. This works so well. It makes them so shiny and doesn't leave any streaks.
I've played my part for nothing, and I did it all for you, for you. Yeah, we've been through this, I'm not the one you need right now, and I can't stop time for you. I don't know why we couldn't work this out, because you know I tried the best I could, the best I could. I can't stop time for you, I can't stop time for you. I don't wanna be with somebody who's never gonna be around for me, around for me. I'm running out of energy, I realize you'll never be the one for me. I can't stop time for you. Won't you get out my way, get out my way. I don't need this right now, I don't need this right now. Won't you get out my way, get out my way. I don't need this right now, right now, right now.
While I was wiping down the inside of the microwave, I noticed that the tray and everything needed a good cleaning. I try to stay on top of this, because if you ever let it get really bad, it's really hard to get it back to normal. So I'm just taking it over to the sink. I'm going to scrub out the inside of the microwave as well as this little tray.
I can't stop time for you. Won't you get out my way, get out my way. I don't need this right now, I don't need this right now.
You know it still hurts a little bit, but not that much. 'Cause if you want somebody else, who am I to judge? I've been thinking about you all the time, but that's alright. I'm starting to get used to it, think I'll survive. I met you in the summer, when you left it was cold. Said we loved one another, guess that we were wrong. I met you in the summer, our love was out of control. I've been going crazy without you, I'm so alone. I met you in the to do. I'm just staring at my walls and talking to myself. Now and then I'll try to laugh, but I'll cry a bit as well. I was never any good at being away from you. I met you in the summer, when you left it was cold. Said we loved one another.
Next, I wanted to clean this little tray at the bottom of our coffee maker. I forget about this tray a lot, and then whenever I think about it, I open it up and it looks like this. We make a lot of coffee. Johnny and I drink it every single morning, and I drink it like all throughout the day. I don't know if that's great, but I probably drink like at least 2 cups a day. And so this thing gets pretty yucky. So thankfully it cleans really easily with dish soap though. So I'm just giving it a good spray. I'm gonna scrub it down and it'll be good to go.
You know it still hurts a little bit, but not that much. 'Cause if you want somebody else, who am I to judge? I met you in the summer, when you left it was cold. Said we loved one another, guess that we were wrong. I met you in the summer, our love was out of control. I've been going crazy without you, I'm so alone. I met you
The last thing I wanted to do was get my diffuser going, and I have been obsessed with this blend that I found on Amazon. Johnny's even obsessed with it and been asking me to diffuse it nonstop. It smells incredible. I'll have it linked below for y'all to check out, and make sure you read all of the reviews because there are a ton of them and they are all good. It really does smell so stinking good. But I just want to say thank you so much to all of you guys for being here with me today. If you made it till the very end, I appreciate you guys more than you know. Please make sure to stay tuned for so much motivating content coming your way. I would love for you guys to hit the little share button below and share this on Facebook with your family and friends. But thank you guys so much, and I will see you all in the next one.